Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai He Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Yoga Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः योगाः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्या योगविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषत् योग दर्शन ज्ञान साधन द्वारा आत्मानुभूति द्वारा कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं तत्कृत समस्त साधकानां संरक्षण पालन पोषण शक्ति संपदा प्रदान विघ्नशत्रु निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थं च श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ योग दर्शन आचार्याणां स्मरणम्। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। 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 ओम पतंजलि महर्षि 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 नमः। ओम व्यास 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 महर्षि नमः। ओम श्री महर्षि पतंजलि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रं प्रथम पादः समाधिपादः सूत्राणि। ओम नारायण हरि। ओम तत्र शब्द अर्थ ज्ञान विकल्पैः संकीर्ण सवितर्का समापत्तिः स्मृति परिशुद्धौ स्वरूपशून्य इव अर्थमात्र निर्भाषा निर्वितर्का एतया एव सविचारा निर्विचारा च सूक्ष्म विषया व्याख्याता। सूक्ष्म विषयं तु अलिंग पर्यवसानम्। Friends, be attentive. What we are studying is the Yoga Darshanam. In the Yoga Darshanam, the Lakshya is Kaivalya Prapti and Moksha. And that is achieved through the Vritti Nirodha. And for Vritti Nirodha, the two sadhanas are Samprajnatha Samadhi and Yoga, Asamprajnatha Samadhi and Yoga. This Samprajnatha Samadhi itself is called as Samapatti. Okay. In that, the medium of all knowledge called as Chitta, having purified and refined, merges into the object without the distorted versions of the object. Then we'll have one is Samadhi Prajna, second is the correct knowledge of the thing. And the correct knowledge of everything is, these are all what you say, the Sukshma Padartha. So the more Sukshma Samapatti Abhyasa we do, Samadhi Abhyasa we do, the more Sukshma Sthiti of the Vastus and Padarthas we understand. The more Sukshma we keep understanding, the Sthula being unreal, not so important, not great, that will be found. Now we are at the very Sthula Rupanama as real. But the Rupanama have come from their own Sukshma Sthiti. Through Samadhi, we actualize those Sukshma Sthitis. Not only intellectually listening. Actualize with Sukshma Anubhutis. With that, the sthula's value importance goes away. To that extent, the samsara goes away, and because of this sthula value importance given only, the vritti formation, the vasana for the vritti formation happens, which is again cause of samsara. सूक्ष्म में जाते जाएं वृत्ति फॉर्मेशंस नहीं होते, कम होते रहते हैं. The more vrittis we have, samskara of the vrittis we have, the more the samskara projects the vritti, then the vritti virulent vritti sthiti of the chitta makes us kshipta moda vikshipta. Okay, so in the 43rd sutra we have seen कि what is it, कि स्मृति परिशुद्धौ स्वरूप शून्य इव अर्थमात्र निर्भाषा निर्वितर्क. Before that, tatra shabda artha jnanaihi sankirna savitarka samapatti. So shabda artha jnana tino, if they are there in the samapatti sthiti, is called as sankirna savitarka. We are doing savitarka samapatti, vitarka samapatti. Then the vichara anugata. So in that vitarka mein savitarka hai, nirvitarka hai. In that sankirna hai, asankirna hai. So in the sankirna sthiti, which is savitarka samapatti, the object which we are seeing is seen by us along with its nama, rupa and jnana aspect, which are only superimpositions on the vastu, the padartha, the artha there. But smriti parishuddhau, be attentive. When the chitta ka smriti about that vastu, that's name is this one, and the jnanam or the thought about that object and other relevant things, kalu aisa tha, parsu aisa tha, all that things when we drop, no, then what will happen? Smriti parishuddhau, the chitta is banking upon, feeding upon the smriti only of the rupa nama of the objective world. So when the rupa nama or the smriti is removed of the chitta, it is swarupa shunya iva. Means what? It is no more in its own conditioned manner, chitta, by its smriti of rupa or jnana. Then what will it do when with that chitta, the samapatti is done on any of the outer object, arthamatra nirbhasa. Please remember, we told you already, the cow actual thing is different, cow form is different, cow name is different, cow jnanam is different. We are seeing the cow with nama, rupa, vritti, which is not correct knowledge about the cow. But it is okay for vyavahara. But here we are talking about actualizing what the cow is in its subtle form. Cow or any object, anything. Take a khamba, why only cow? So the khamba is a name, a form, and a thought about it in our heart, in our chitta. But ये जो स्मृति परिशुद्धि हो जाती है, then the chitta is free from its own swarupa of smriti, etc. When this chitta is employed through dharana shakti to do the samapatti on that khamba, then the khamba will be realized not as a name. Khamba is realized not as a form. Khamba is realized not as a vritti. Then khamba is realized as it is. That's called arthamatra nirvasa. And as it is, the khamba which is standing is nothing but the tanmatras only. So the tanmatra sthai of khamba, if we are able to see, then we have got the nirvitarka, asankirana, samprajnatha, samapatti or samadhi. This is what are the two things, savitarka, nirvitarka. Now the same thing to a subtle objects when it is applied exercise, then at the subtle level also there is samapatti, but that's called vichara is the adhara for it. Vichara means the thought of the object. विचार को आधार बनाकर, वृत्ति को आधार बनाकर जब धारणा के द्वारा समापत्ति या समाधि पाने का कोशिश करते हैं, so that is called as vicharanugat. It also has two types. Sa vichara, therefore sankirana. Nirvichara, therefore asankirana. तो संकीर्ण असंकीर्ण साइड पे रखो तो सविचारा एंड निर्विचारा समापत्ति ही. So the thought is the focus of meditation. Subtle thing is the Sukshma Vishayam is the focus of meditation. In that Sukshma Vishayam, the four aspects when they are there, when you do the Samapatti, it's called as Savichara Samapatti. But those four aspects, which are only add-ons, like the Rupa, Nama and Jnana on the cow are the add-ons. Cow is different from its Rupa, Nama and this thing. Rupa also is expression of the gross expression of the Tanmatra. नाम तो संबंध ही नहीं है, इसलिए कोई काऊ कहता है, कोई गाय कहता है, कोई अपनी भाषा में अलग अलग नाम देते हैं उसको. Is it not? The jnanam about the cow also, for each one different. You know, we consider as sadhu jantu, but other rascals they want to kill it. So the jnanam of each one is different. But the cow vastu seen in front of us is okay, common. That's called as artha. But even the cow vastu is only a manifestation of something subtler in the gas form, and that is called tanmatra. Yeah. In the same way, at the vritti level also, these four things, when they are along with those four, when the samapatti is done, is called savitarka samapatti. When the four things are eliminated, and as such, the vritti alone is seen, that also the sukshma tanmatra ka hame samapatti ho jati hai. That is called as nirvichara samapatti. These are all to be done on the yoga sadhana. Please, yoga sadhana के ध्यान अवस्था में ये सारे स्थितियों को हम देखेंगे. But when will it be done? Only when we have done the earlier things of the viveka, vairagya, and no value importance to world. Only the truth we want to realize. Obstruction is chitta vrittis. I want to remove vritti nirodha, do vritti nirodha. ऐसा जिनके मन में very strong है, only those can do, and they have to do in this way. So, Smriti Parishuddhau Swarupa Shunyeva Arthamatra Nirbhasa Nirvitarka. But Etaya Eva, the next 44th Sutra we have seen right now. Etaya Eva Sa Vichara Nirvichara Cha Sukshma Vishaya Vyakhyata. So, as it is with the Stula Vishaya, only change is the Sukshma Vishaya you take for the Dharana, for the Samapatti or Samadhi. At that time, only the name is changed. It's called Savichara and Nirvichara. And there the Shabda, Artha, Jnana were the ones which were doing Sankirnata in the Jnanam or in the Samapatti. Here the four things are Desha, Kala, Nimitta, Anubhava. Desha, Kala and Nimitta, Anubhava. These are four ingredients which are making the Sukshma Vastu Sankirna when we are doing Samadhi, Samapatti on that. When these four are removed, here also Arthamatra Nirbhasa happens. At that time, it's called Nirvichara Samapatti. These are all Samprajnatha, not a Samprajnatha. Okay, the Samprajnatha Samadhi is that where the Sthula Bhahya Alambanas are there. That is the first and second. Vitarkanugata, Vicharanugata, base is there. That is Samprajnatha. Or anything objectively contemplated upon. That is called as Samyak Prajnata. What is the Samprajnata? We will see toward the end the last sutras, and tomorrow in the second of the Pada, it will come little later. So now these four are told. That is how conclusion is what? Ki tatra mahad vastu vishaya savitarka nirvitarka cha sukshma vastu vishaya savichara nirvichara cha. This is how the four samapattis are taught. एवं उभयोः एतया एव निर्वितर्कया विकल्पः निर्व्याख्याता इति. So by reaching to the nirvitarka, the vikalpa of seeing that objects with that add-ons is eliminated. Thus, you have the correct knowledge about that object. That correct knowledge about that thing is called samyak prajna. That's called samyak prajna. के लिए और के कारण धी सम हो गया. That's why it's called Samyak Prajna Samadhi, Samprajnata Samadhi. These are all in the words only. There is a meaning. If you become very patient, very quiet, very subtle, very single-pointed, very pure in our chitta, which is trying to understand these things. इन चीज़ों को समझने वाले चित्त में एकाग्रता शुद्धता है, वे बातें समझ में आते हैं. Remember, every spiritual sadhana, especially the Vedanta yoga sadhana, they start with the chitta ekagrata. Without the first step of chitta ekagrata, we can't even understand these things. Forget about big words like samprajnata samadhi, then aviveka khyati, then asamprajnata yoga. ये सब words भी नहीं दिमाग में बैठेंगे. We don't even register the words also. Now, in this second one, Savichara Nirvichara, Alambana is Sukshma Vishaya. And what is the Sukshma Vishaya is not spoken. So that is spoken in our next sutra. And in that next sutra, the Bhashyakara's Bhashya, Vyasa Bhagavan ka, बहुत essential hai, because once for all, for throughout life, it removes the vagueness regarding what is the meaning of Sukshma. We generally we listen this word सूक्ष्म. We say जो inner है वो सूक्ष्म है, जो all pervading है सूक्ष्म है, जो substratum है सूक्ष्म है, जो supporting है सूक्ष्म है. So this vaguely we always listen, but पक्का ज्ञान नहीं होता हमको उसका, जितने बार भी सुनो. तो here specifically our Vyasa Bhagavan in the Bhashya defines and explains what the sukshmata. In that also there is taratamya. Clear? Once this is understood, what is sukshma will be understood to us. And on that sukshma, when we do, taking that sukshma sthitis as the alambana for samadhi, that is called as vichara anugata samprajnata samadhi practice. In that, if this desha kala nimitta anubhava are there, it is savichara. When they are transcended, they are smriti parishuddha, same thing. When they are dropped, then nirvichara. And when one does all these things, our deep wisdom regarding what is the truth, what is the imagination, all that starts growing. That is why the need of yoga abhyasa in realizing what is said in Vedanta. Vedanta just tells the theme, the Brahman, all pervading, but वहां तक पहुंचना है, हम कहाँ फंसे हैं अभी, जगत में वृत्तियों में फंसे हैं. Therefore, without yoga jnanam and yoga sadhana, the required antakarana, vritti, nirodha, shuddhata will not come. Without that, what is said in Vedanta will never be experienced. And without bhakti, Bhagavan's kripa, the yoga and Vedanta sunne ka mauka nahi milega. And without karma yoga, by which we, all ambiguities, fears, unnecessary involvements in the world, conduct too much vikshepa of the chitta, they cannot be controlled or removed without sticking to our dharma, and that also is karma yoga. That is how in all our Sanatana Dharma Shastras, the need of all these yogas are again and again stressed. Mainly for spiritual sadhakas. The one who doesn't feel sadhaka himself as sadhaka, if he is not having spiritual goal, वो तो भटकता रहेगा ही, उसके लिए सब बातों का कोई मायना नहीं. But if you and I consider ourselves as adhyatmika sadhakas, then the role of every of these yogas we must know and we must do. We must get benefit of it and we must go to the next stages consciously. That is called as spiritual maturity. To gain that only, regularly, relentlessly, we are studying Shastra, and definitely, if not 100%, at least 0.01%, slowly, at least we are becoming familiar with the words, then the meaning of the word, and the thing to be achieved through that, then the implication, they also start revealing slowly, steadily. Now we go to the 45वां Sutra. What is that 45वां? सूक्ष्म विषयं च अलिंग पर्यवसानम. सूक्ष्म विषयं च अलिंग पर्यवसानम. सूक्ष्म विषयं च अलिंग पर्यवसानम. सो द स्थूल विषय के ऊपर आलंबन बनाकर समाधि किया जाता है, तो इट इज सवितर्क and vitarka anugata, but it has two ways, two things, savitarka and nirvitarka. Savitarka when शब्द अर्थ ज्ञान सहित करते हैं, शब्द अर्थ ज्ञान को छोड़ दिया, अर्थ मात्र का निर्भाषा हुआ, तो इट्स कॉल्ड एज निर्वितर्का समापत्ति, स्थूल. नाउ द सूक्ष्म वस्तु का आलंबन करने से किए जाने वाला समापत्ति को विचारानुगत कहा. It also has two parts, savichara and nirvichara. Savichara in which desha kala, then anubhuti, those four aspects are there. They are not there, then it's called nirvichara. Now, Sukshma Vastu Alambanam is said. What is Sukshma Vastu? It is said in this 45th Sutra. Sukshma Vishayam cha Alinga Paryavasana. So, beyond the Stula, in its parampara, maybe 3 or 4 steps are there, up to the Paryavasana, the culmination into the Alinga means the Avyakta, the Prakriti, the Pradhana. So the Avyakta and Prakriti are the words used in Yoga Bhasha. Pradhana is the word used in our Sankhya Bhasha. Maya we use in Vedanta. Up to that is called all Taratamyana Sukshmata. So Alinga Paryavasanam, Alingataka Paryavasita Sthitiyon ko Sukshma कहते हैं. This is what Sutrakara. Bhashyakara comes to our rescue and step by step he is explaining. Be keen. We have heard it 100 times, but not as keenly as it is given now to us by the Vyasa Bhagavan, as clearly as it is. Now let us spend 10 minutes in trying to catch these sukshmatas. Already heard, but more clearly we'll listen. He says, ki parthivasya anoho gandha tanmatram sukshmo vishayaha. Pause here and clearly understand this sentence. If this is understood, all the other 4 things related to this would be easily understood. Like mathematics, one formula is thoroughly understood, all problems to be sorted out with that formula can be done. Is it not? Like one type of stitching properly, what tailor knows, all the things of that sort, he goes on stitching. So to a mechanic, he knows this type of car ka aisa karna hai repair. Any cars of that type come, tak, 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 he does it. So to एक sentence को हमें समझना है. So पार्थिवस्य अणोः गंध तन्मात्रम सूक्ष्मो विषयः. So simple. पार्थिवस्य means पृथ्वी. Okay. The general पृथ्वी we do. See, हमारे सामने भूमंडल दिख रहा है. Now इसका ultimate क्या है पहले हमको पकड़ना है. Finer most. From there we jump from Stula to the Sukshma in the understanding. And on the Samadhi Avastha or Samadhi Sadhana, those Sukshma Vishayas are Anubhuta by us. We can experience them. If that is not possible, then all Vedanta, Yoga, Darshana, Shastras are of no meaning only. So Parthiva Prithivika, 6th Shashti Vibhakti. And what is the finer most part of the Prithvi is Anu. Up to Anu, let us go. The Vedanta doesn't agree on that, but we take from the Nyaya Vaisheshika Darshanam, the Anu Sthiti. Prithvi ka atyanta moola vishaya Anu hai. Prithvi ka. Okay. Now this Anu se bhi Sukshma kya hota hai? Ki Gandha Tanmatram Sukshma Vishayaha. So Bhumi, Prithvi is a Vishaya. Prithvi ka one unit is called Anu, is the Vishaya. Now, Anu is a stula. What is the sukshmata of the Anu? Is the gandha tanmatraha sukshmaha vishayaha bhavati. Therefore, from the gandha tanmatra, the Anus came. The combination of the whole Anu is the whole Prithvi. So, the Anu and the whole Prithvi is stula vishayam. Then the tanmatra, especially here the gandha tanmatra, sthai is the sukshmata. And already it is said, when in the नासिकाग्र में धारणा करने से the गंध तन्मात्रा का अनुभूति होता है. That is सूक्ष्म. That we have to reach to. In this Kali Yuga of so much of value given to bhautika vastus and all, it becomes subtler. But there are the rishis, yogis, even now, plenty in the Himalayan ranges and all, who are following this yoga marga, where they have trying some of them, some have already got at least one tanmatra anubhuti. And once any of the tanmatra anubhuti happens, he becomes master of all that particular object. So if he has mastered the gandha tanmatra, then the anu, paramanu, all these stula things, he'll be able to manifest as well as unmanifest. Rupa sambandhi सब कुछ सॉरी ये जो गंध संबंधी सब चीजें वो कर सकता है. गंध संबंधी बिकॉज गंध तन्मात्रा की बात हो रही. So Prithvi सूक्ष्म अति सूक्ष्म विषय is what? Anu. but Anu and Prithvi all are in Sthula. Therefore, Anu Rupi Prithvi से पृथ्वी का या भूमि का सूक्ष्म स्थिति क्या है? गंध तन्मात्र, which is not seen with the naked eyes. It is found with some meditated intellect only. It is experienced. It's very intuitive. From here onwards, all the intuitive experiences, they are not gross experiences through the sense organs. See, the gandham is smelt by the nose. What we smell by the nose is gandham. What is talked here is the क्या कहते हैं, samapatti of the gandha tanmatra, where we experience it at a higher, subtler, shuddha intellect level in the samadhi abhyas. So गंध तन्मात्रा के ऊपर समापत्ति करने से गंध तन्मात्रा का रियलाइजेशन होता है. तो इस कॉल्ड एज सविचारा समापत्ति. In that also the four things. The four are removed. Nirvichara, Gandha Tanmatra, Samapatti. There is a Gandha Tanmatra, Sukshma Vishayam. So Sukshma Vishaya Adhara, Samapatti is called as Vicharanugata. We have already discussed. So one, it is understood, no, all other four also. After Prithvi, second is Apaha, Apaha. So Apyasya, Apyasya, then Anoho you have to add. The water. Water also, it's as its own finermost part. It is also called as अणु. So जल का अणु, और उस अणु का भी सूक्ष्म स्थिति क्या है? रस तन्मात्रा. Therefore, from the rasa tanmatra, jala anus are made. From the anu combination, the jala came. Anu means the atomic expression of that particular object. First one was Prithvi, second is jala. Anu is, don't look at it as microscope and see. Anu means a word. It has a meaning. Anu means the minutest part of it. Again, अणु को परमाणु कहा, देखा, परमाणु में और भी सूक्ष्म सूक्ष्म चीजों को देखा. Don't get into that scientific track. You can go into, but our purpose is not that. Our purpose is go to the सूक्ष्म. तो अणु से तन्मात्र में हम जा सकते हैं, तो उसके नीचे जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. लंबा चक्कर है. ठीक है. इवन द अणु, अणु के परमाणु, देन द न्यूक्लियस एंड न्यूक्लियस, ये सब ऑल ऑफ देम आर फ्रॉम द गंध तन्मात्रा ओनली दे हैव कम. बड़े एक्स्ट्रा स्ट्रगल की जरूरत नहीं है. अप टू द अणु यू रीच, फ्रॉम देयर जंप इनटू सूक्ष्मता. सो देयरफॉर पृथ्वी का अणु, अणु से सूक्ष्म गंध तन्मात्रा. जल का अणु, अणु से सूक्ष्म द रस तन्मात्रा. सो टू द अग्नि, अग्नि का अणु इज द मूल यूनिट, and from that anu of the agni, the tanmatra is the rupa tanmatra. So rupa tanmatra is sukshma. So to the vayu, anu of the vayu, then the vayu ke anu se bhi sukshma hai the sparsha tanmatra. Sparsha tanmatra se the anu of the vayu came, and combination of the anu of vayu is the entire vayu which we are seeing here. Finally, akasha tanmatra. Akasha tanmatra is not, akasha is not a padartha. Therefore, आकाश का अणु नहीं कहा यहाँ. आकाश का सूक्ष्म स्थिति दी शब्द तन्मात्रा कह दिया. That's what is final one. कि आकाशस्य शब्द तन्मात्रम इति आकाशस्य शब्द तन्मात्रम इति. Therefore, the pancha mahabhutas are the sthula. Their tanmatras are the sukshma. These tanmatras cannot be seen by the indriyas. Indriyas see all these things. Sthula wala. Sthula shabdo, sthula sparsha, sthula rupa, sthula rasa, sthula gandha. इनको इंद्रिय अनुभव करते हैं. But तन्मात्राओं को refined intellect alone can experience. That also in a samadhi अवस्था. तन्मात्राओं से लेकर के आगे वाले सूक्ष्म स्थितियां only in the ध्यान samadhi only we will see. Not in the ordinary general vyavahara. In vyavahara, only the sthula vishayas we see. Okay. Now, what is the next sukshmata after the tanmatras? What is the next of it? What is the next of it? These three more are there, which we have studied yesterday. Today I am not touching. Tomorrow we will explain very clearly. Then we go to, then the next few, only 6-7 sutras are there in this. Prathama Samadhi Pada. We will see. It is little very beautiful, subtler. So, यहाँ तक आए हम कि तन्मात्राएं सूक्ष्म हैं from the Pancha Mahabhuta. So, So therefore, the Sukshma Vastu Alambana for Samadhi is the Tanmatraon ka Alambana. When you do that, it's called Vichara Anugata. Then you get the mastery over Tanmatras, then the Pancha Mahabhutas will be in our control. Because they have come from Tanmatras, Tanmatra को अगर आपने समाधि के द्वारा पकड़ पकड़ी या पकड़ पाई, so therefore they are under our control. Then तन्मात्राओं से सूक्ष्म है अहंकार, अहंकार से सूक्ष्म महतत्व, महतत्व से सूक्ष्म है अव्यक्त. But only when we become ekagra and get the samprajnata of the savitarka, then only the vicharanugata adi sukshma samadhis we can reach to. They are all gradations. Without reaching the first, you can't go to second. Without second, we can't go to third. Then very good data matter for us now is available. Having studied this along with Vedantic Brahma Vichara, once in a while you can do the yogic Desa Samadhi Abhyasa also. They are complementary to each other. Through the Yoga Samadhi Sadhana, the Vritti Nirodha happens very effectively. When the Vritti Nirodha happens, to become Sakshi, to discover ourselves to be a Sakshi, and the Sakshi being Shuddha Chaitanya, that becomes easy, which is Vedantic Sadhana. They complement each other. Very, very good, very powerful. So the next levels of Sukshmattvas, to study them, we'll wait tomorrow. Thank you. Om. Thank you, friends. You have no